Teardrops, I just saw your text and fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I agree. You're perfect. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Tonight's stream is only for the girls, gays, and theys. Enjoy. What's up, everybody? What's up? Today, felt mask. Chose mask. Well, mask chose me, but here we are, everybody. I saw that they dropped the terrorism charges for Luigi. Fucking right. Fucking right on. Free Luigi Mangione. Free him. You know why? Because that fucking CEO killed more people than Luigi could have ever. So, suck on that one. Alright. You know what, though? Like, not gonna lie, the boy side, I realized as I started to talk, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm gonna get fucking mean. Jay is not a nice person. Let's just say that. He's gonna be a little pissy. Alright, let me fix my mic. Because I'm gonna have it right up on my face. Come on, little thing. Go down. Don't make it go super loud. Thank you. Alright, am I good in range? Good in range. Good in range. Anyway, so what's up, everybody? How's it going? Today is 9/16, and we are in hell. So welcome everybody. Oh man, what a wild fucking time we live in. Riles, how are you doing? How are you doing, boo thing? What's going on? I'm excited for tonight's live. Excited about that one. Interestingly enough. Oh, I realized I wasn't even recording. Hello, recording. We're in hell and we're sitting in the fire. Teardrops, I couldn't agree with you more on your text to me. Sorry I didn't text you back. I just proclaimed it in the mic. But yeah. Agreed. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Riley, I sent you a photo. I was like, hey. Oh shit, is Discount Universe doing a sale? Please don't tell me. No. I know I can't fit in their shit anymore, I don't think. Damn. Sad times. Plan on bringing some shoes to a cobbler because apparently my shoes keep fucking breaking. I did buy a pair of mask shoes recently that I'm like super stoked to fucking roll out on. They're like wingtip brown with like a fabric, like a floral fabric blue on the side, and it's fucking incredible. Love it. Last night I had to tell a friend of mine that Jake Monroe is a huge piece of shit and just keeps perpetually getting worse and worse. So it seems that he was good for one thing, and that was teaching me my boy style. And the rest is in the trash. I don't know if anybody's like into like the goth circuit. I'm pretty sure probably not, but like Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The goth scene is mad as fuck right now because there's like a fuckload of Nazis that have infiltrated it, and they're like, how did they get here? And I'm like, easy. You gave them that grace. That's why I left. And now I'm just like, I think I'm gonna walk away again. But man, like, fucking, ooh, they are bigots in black. Agreed. So, like, there's a whole thing going on with that, and, like, Jake Monroe is taking a lot of fucking heat right now because all he's doing is bitching about e-girls, which, I mean, isn't he fucking dating one? Hasn't he always dated e-girls? Bro, just because you can't get that doesn't mean that you need to shit on e-girls, because they're more goth than you are. You're just a poser. I had to get off of my chest. Just like my tits today. Had to get them off my chest. Threw them in the trash. I took them off. They're actually laying in my bed right now, just sitting there, just waiting for me to decide whenever I feel femme again. But either way, yeah. That was a whole thing that I was like looking at yesterday after me and my friend's conversation about the whole thing. And I was like, God, let me see if he's bitching about e-girls still. And yep, that's his entire platform. Good job, buddy. You were a mediocre artist, and now you've succumbed to your fate of being a complete and utter piece of trash. So, good job. Again, liked him long enough to go, hey, I think he's hot. Wait. I think I can pull off that outfit better than he can. And I was right. Always can. But yeah, fucking anger. Get the fuck out of this area. You're not goth. Go to MAGA world, bro. Anyways, I don't know if everybody is kind of caught up on a lot of the shit, but how I sat through it, I have no fucking clue. But I sat through Kash Patel's like interview with a bunch of oh good god, it was crazy. It was great, Krish. It was a fantastic weekend. Had a blast. Got to, didn't get to go to like the Twitch meetup, which I guess like the dates might have been moved. I don't know. It might have been me. I might have just stared at you guys for a hot second like, what are we doing here? Like the Twitch meetup got switched, and I went downtown and was like in full goth. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a day, and I like shot a ton of film, did like a ton of photos, video. Then at night I went and did some more, video and things like that. Just made a day out of it instead of being like, well, shit, I got into all this makeup and like harbored on it. I was like, no, I'm gonna go take some photos. I'm gonna get things, moving, because like I definitely need to what do you call it? This wig is not setting right on me. Set right on me, bro. It's not setting right on me. I think I need to chop it a little bit more. In the meantime, there we go. I think I got it now. Yeah, we got it now. Yeah. Crazy weekend. Didn't like. No, this is just fake. It's my wig. It's one of my mini wigs. If you're like, that's just 6. Technically 7, because I have one on. Technically. But yeah, I have a fuckload of wigs. It's an insane amount, honestly. Oh yeah, no, I love this. I love this wig a lot. Yeah, this is how you do a fucking white streak in your hair. You know what I mean? This is how you do that. But yeah, what did I even fucking do on Saturday? I think Sunday I just literally spaced out like a majority of the day. I think I cleaned up a little bit more, got some more things put away. I didn't go to my storage unit like I was kind of hoping. Final Fantasy 14. Oh, yeah. My like super short brown hair, I think I'm gonna try to do an Emmett from Twilight cosplay, because I feel as if I have 2 vampires in me. One is Rosalie Hale and the other one is Emmett Cullen. So I definitely feel like I have those 2 literally inside me at all times, because I'm very much like both of them put together. I'm their love child, apparently. Or I'm both of them. I don't know. Either way. But, yeah. But, yeah, I was going back to the Kash Patel thing. But I watched that whole thing. And, like, he said something that, like, sent alarm bells to me. And I don't know if anybody else caught it. But he said that he wants to start pulling income from, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Um, holy, yeah, you're absolutely right. Um, but he said that he wanted to start pulling incomes from social media in the terms of, like, they were talking about all these extremist things and et cetera, and now they're like, he's like, oh yeah, we shouldn't allow people. And I was like, bro, people do this for a career. Are you fucking serious? So, okay, let's make the unemployment numbers fucking worse. Because with all the Trump supporters being like, we're contacting everybody's jobs to tell them that they're dismissive, or they don't care that Charlie Kirk died. And all these people are like, a few, I haven't heard like of a shitload of people, but I've heard of a few people losing their jobs over this. And I'm sitting here going, you just made his jobs report worse, you dumb fucks. Good job. Good job. Thank you, Dunn. Oh yeah, and as a witch, as someone that has worked with Odin, specifically Odin, whenever you walk outside and your entire parking lot, because your car's the only one in there, the entire parking lot is covered in crows, and they literally just sit there and they don't fly away, and you're like, hello, Odin. How's it going, bud? You need me to get you some stuff from the store? So yeah, the fact that Cash Patel's like, we're gonna see him in Valhalla. I was like, are you fucking serious? Do you know what the Vikings would do to that man? Do you know what they do to you, Cash? They sure as fuck wouldn't break bread with you, that's for sure. Like, I'll see you in Valhalla, my buddy. No, you're not. I can tell you with a fucking definitive 100% certainty, if there's a fucking Valhalla, neither of you are gonna get in, because A, you're not fucking pagan. Get the fuck out. You're Christian. They would spit at you, because people like Christianity killed off people of my religion. So get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Yeah. Mostly people who work in the government and military, yeah, they're the ones that are being fired. But here's the thing. You're making his jobs numbers even worse. So good job on that. Good fucking job. And I love this, like, you aren't allowed to say anything, but I can say whatever the fuck I want. If you want, the question that I have, like, the biggest, like, are you fucking serious, bro? Is them sitting there and going, you tried to get us canceled, so we're gonna cancel you. You tried to, and I'm like, no, we were trying to make you take credibility for your fucking actions that were piece of shit actions. Saying that a piece of shit human, I don't give a fuck that he died. Guess what? I threatened to piss on my great uncle's grave for abusing family members of mine, and my family literally looked at me and said, I have napkins in the car. So, like, if you think that I'll give you respect in death after you wanted people like me to fucking die, and people like my friends to die, get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. Done. Valhalla is for actual warriors, not keyboard warriors. Very well said. Yeah, and the owning the libs thing is such... I'm like, you guys are realizing that you're shooting yourselves in the foot, right? You gotta be deemed worthy by a Valkyrie. Yep. And then you also would have to die in battle, and he didn't die in battle at all. No. Just a reminder that people are saying you can't make fun of CK, but you can make fun of George Floyd 5 years from now. Yeah, the way that they tortured George Floyd's daughter, Charlie Kirk literally sent her directly memes of her dad with a fentanyl pill on top of him, which is not how he fucking died. So it's okay for him to do that. Why? I wonder why. What's the context here? You know what I mean? Is it Illuminati on my clothes? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in the Illuminati. I really don't think they exist. I would love for that. That would be kind of a cool little thing, but we have enough fucking conspiracy theories and shit going on that, and actual real life things like the fucking Epstein files. But yeah, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd. I mean, for God's sakes, they had sat there and had that one fucking dumbass sign Skittles. So it's okay if that's happening. And then it's coming out now that the black man, there were 2 people that were hung in Mississippi this, like, yesterday. A homeless man, which is fucking interesting because Brian Kilmeade said that we need to start killing off homeless people, which, by the way, are mostly fucking veterans, you piece of shit. Fucking veterans that put their asses on the fucking line. What'd you do, Brian? You look like a fucking bottom. Get the fuck out of the way. Get out. Get out. They're only, yeah, they idolize Rittenhouse. Have you seen him recently? Have you seen pictures of him? Have you seen it? That dude got fat. God hates him. Yeah, Zimmerman, that's the fucking dude. Yeah. Yeah, we should be crying a lot about it over today. Like, with this whole killing off, you know, this. Thank you so much for the subs, Skate. Thank you. But yeah, like, we have this like, I think he was white. I don't think he's black. I think that he's white because I saw pictures or whatever, and like, he was hung literally after Brian Kilmeade said that we should kill all homeless people. And not for nothing, the black dude, because it was like a black dude, a white chick, blonde, I think she's blonde, I don't know, and then Brian Kilmeade. And the black dude says something, the white chick says something, and then Brian Kilmeade's like, yeah, we should kill them. And if you watch the black man's reaction, because he goes, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, you're not going to last the whole game. They don't want you in the game. And he just said the quiet part out loud. So, like, get the fuck out. W for the subs! So mad about Snopes saying Kirk quote about putting queer people to death was false. Yeah. You actually emailed them. I've never been mad enough to email Snopes before. Absolutely. I mean, he literally said that we should be stoned to death, which, I mean, I do try all the time, but he doesn't mean the same way I do. And so, yeah. And yeah, done. Absolutely. Fuck the anti-homeless architecture. And also, on top of that, fuck the anti-skateboarding architecture too, bitches. If you don't want skateboarders, then make a fucking skate park. It's not hard. It's not hard. Give the people things that they want. That's obviously telling you what they want. So dumb. Yeah, the homeless guy was white. And then on top of that, the rich create homelessness problem in the first place. Absolutely. Like, if we had affordable housing, like, every place in my area, like, baseline studio apartment is, like, starting at, like, $900 to $1,000 a month. That's unsustainable. That's unsustainable. They are literally pushing us towards us living in a house of, like, 4 families. Dead ass. That's the shit that happens. Like, my ex-husband, not for nothing, but, like, whenever he was in Russia, they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment for him and his 2 siblings. So there were 3 kids, his mom and dad. His mom and dad had the bedroom, but all the kids, their room was the living room. That's where we're going to be at. That's where we're headed. That's where they're pushing us. BlackRock owns most of the properties, absolutely. Hooversville, yeah. Yeah. And you know, we're sitting here in a state of where we are the richest country, but we're not rich. We're literally a third world country where everyone's impoverished, and these jobs numbers and the lack of jobs and the growing number of lack of jobs is starting it's already here and it's already causing problems, but the level in which it will head to me is almost unfathomable. I didn't go to college. I didn't have the luxury of having that money. I didn't have the luxury of being able to stay in my house. I was homeless around whenever I was 19 years old. I was homeless. I was kicked out of my home because my child support check stopped. And I was supposed to go to college up in Chicago, realized that there was nothing that I could do that could afford me the ability to even get up to Chicago to go to school, let alone be able to afford the classes in college itself. I had no way of doing it. None. And so I worry about my future all the time, because if Kash Patel gets rid of getting monetization, and mind you, I'm straightforward with everybody whenever it comes to like my income coming from social media. My oh, that's a spicy taste. That one comes in number one, but not by much, babes. By like, I make maybe $300 on that platform, and that's if I'm grinding hard as fuck. Everything else is way less than that, like $40 here and there. Like, it's not enough to survive. But even if that's the case, Kash Patel sitting there being like, we should take away incomes coming from social media, which literally will put so many people that are disabled out of a job. It'll put people like me out of a job. It will put a ton of people out of jobs that are doing services to the community, for like having entertainment, giving opinions, doing the thing, creating community. And taking that away and taking away that resource for us is going to create even worse conditions for our society. If the Great Depression architecture was called Hooversville, then these settlements would all be called Trump Tower. Facts. Yeah, only the rich are rich in this country. You hate that. Yeah. I hate that I became an adult at this time to an extent. I'm glad that I am, because of the rights that I'm so far still afforded for right now, minus my fucking autonomy and, you know, this and that. I like, interestingly enough, I never feel that I have, and this could be very naive, and I could be like, I keep my head on a swivel 24/7 whenever I'm out and about, no matter what. But the interesting thing is that whenever I dress masculine, even straight white dudes that look like they would hate me online look at me like they're okay with it. And I really believe that is like baseline, because of the sexism that we have here, is that if you're a you know, female to male transition, you are able to slightly get away with things. If you're white, if you're white, I feel like you're afforded a little bit more grace, because men see you more as like, oh, you're being the right. You're trying to be like us, which we're the stronger ones. We're the ones that are, you know what I mean? But you can't fucking dress like that, bro. Look at. Fucking dress. To impress, bitch. Anyways, I digress. But a lot of times I don't feel as scared to go out mask presenting, because I typically have it as well received. Whereas like people that are trans women or non-binary, those are the two that I always see get like even worse dogged on. And it's the fucking hypocrisy. It's everything about it is so hypocritical. It's not even fucking funny. And it really fucking pisses me off. But like it's really interesting the whole like way in which I can kind of move through the world and kind of get away with things that most people can't. So that's why I'm glad that I'm in this time period as opposed to like, you know, earlier than that, because I can have a bank account. I'm allowed to do all these things that I wasn't allowed to do before. Anything like after this, I worry. I don't know what the fuck the future is going to look like. I'm glad to be born in this time period because I get to have the taste of freedom, and I have the balls, the gall, and the fucking stubbornness, and also I just like fighting. I've always been a fighter. I was a wrestler in high school. Come on. So I have that energy to be able to dedicate it to the good fight. So in a weird way, I am kind of glad that I'm in this time period because I know that I can do that, you know? But at the same time, there's so many of us that, you know, are getting assaulted on the streets. We're getting murdered. Black men are getting lynched still. That black man that got hung in Mississippi, I know his legs were broken. I've heard multiple reports on that, is that both of his legs were broken. How the fuck can you hang yourself? How the fuck can you hang yourself like that? It smells fishy. It smells like a lynching. Same thing with the unhoused man. Yeah, and Dunn, you're right, and that's why they don't include trans men in their anti-trans crusade. It's always the women who get targeted. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Threatened on life. Yeah, I know, right? So you have, you know, it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. And not a one has said it, like, lawmaker has said anything about this being very sus of these two gentlemen dying after literally fingers were pointed directly at unhoused people by Brian fucking Kilmeade. We should kill unhoused people. And then all of the HBCU schools getting targeted, the bombs placed under press vans, and now Trump is like going after another news organization, I think Wall Street Journal this time, to try to get money out of them. It's insane. It's insane. I am really sick of watching these outdated and demonstrably wrong political stances being amplified and being accepted when in reality we should not be accepting them. There's a reason why in Germany, if you do the Sieg Heil, they will arrest you immediately without hesitation. And that's considered a crime. We need to be that hard on that extremist. And I'm not, and like before anybody is like, oh, well, what about the left? Like, I'm saying extremist on both sides. Like, if you have a fucking extremist view, shut the fuck up. Soul search as to where that fucking feeling is coming from and figure it the fuck out. And stop being a dipshit. Figure it the fuck out. Get your shit together. You know? And we have these unchecked, unhealed men out there that literally can't handle sharing space with anyone else. And the thing is that at the end of the day, these men that are making these extremist laws on the right side and being like, women can't vote, gays can't be alive, these people can't be around, bro, just admit that you're attracted and obsessed with white cis men. You're watching the porn to watch the balls slap, bro. Wake up. That's why you're pissed off. Jesus Christ. When you soul search, you're going to literally have that moment, just like in Clueless, when Cher Horowitz walks past the fountain and goes, oh my God, I love Josh. And you're going to literally say to yourself, oh my God, I'm attracted to white men. Because all of them. There's something there because they don't care about being around any other person. You're obsessed with this one faction of people. Sounds a little gay to me, bro. Sounds a little gay to me. Done? Many times have I said it, and you said it best right there. Dude, just fucking suck a dick and just get over it, man. Just you know, and fall in love with someone that you actually are attracted to, instead of forcing yourself into a relationship with a woman when in reality you would love to glug on that dick. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm looking at Brian Kilmeade pretty much right now, especially. I'm looking at you, bro. Every time that boy comes on TV, I'm like, someone's closeted. Oh, closeted. Like, my God. No credible information on the Epstein, Yeah, that was another thing that Patel said in the whole thing today is, oh, there's no credible evidence they trafficked women. Then why was he in fucking prison, you dumb shit? Oh my God. Also, really, what is wrong with that man? Why does he always look like he's like... How much coke does he put down his nose? Like, that's what I want to know. He looks... You cannot have that look on your face unless you're doing something fucked up. That can't be the way his face looks, right? It can't be. Because he looks shocked the whole time. And the thing is like, they're not going to get rid of Cash because he's seen too much. Like, him saying that shit just proves to me that he's seen some shit in those files, and they are trying to cover it up as fast and as hard as they fucking can. That's why I truthfully am like, why was he in prison then, bitch? Why are there emails now coming out? There's emails. Epstein's whole emails, like the whole email thing, came out. And of course, that's been very, not at the forefront of the news anymore, because we literally have our Republican colleagues starting a fucking war. They're literally trying to start a fucking war that I don't think that they're prepared for. And I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm saying, like, if you're, like, back whenever I was a conservative, I wanted the states to break off into North and South and just end it. Because I felt like it was just, we needed to just separate and just say, fuck it. And if that is the case, if that's how they still feel, because I know that that was a huge consensus whenever I was a conservative, is that we should just break off because fuck these Northerners and stuff, which I am a Northerner, so I just, I was shooting myself in the foot, like, the whole time I was, like, even slightly conservative. It's beside the point, but though most of the red states are taker states, most of the blue states, all the blue states, including California, are giver states. They are donator states. They give so much money to the government that if California leaves the United States, just that state alone, they're like, all the donors or all the taker states are fucked. I was watching this thing on Bernie's website, or like one of Bernie's things that he was doing, but he went back to West Virginia and like did a whole tour in there, and a bunch of those people are like, we need universal health care because we don't, or we need health care for everyone because one lady was like, I have to drive 4 hours just to get to a hospital. And I'm like, or her, 4 hours just to go to like her specialist. Sorry, not her hospital, but her specialist, which I'm sure isn't a hospital. But yeah, you have all these people that are like suffering in rural America, and West Virginia used to be a Democratic state, and then they flipped, and it's because the Democrats definitely left them in the dust for sure. West Virginia was the forefront, at the forefront of getting unions going. I don't know if they were like one of the first states, but I know that they fought and died to get the right to good pay and things like that during the coal mines. And, coming from Southern Illinois, which is primarily coal country, had friends die in the mine, horrifically, by the way, which that's why I really am against coal. Because I don't want to see anybody perish like that. Fucking hell. So, these people are suffering, and, Bernie was like, these are the things, and they were doing like interviews with the people, and they were like, I didn't realize that he was like this. I thought that because he had been vilified for so fucking long by the left or by the right about how he shouldn't, how he's a socialist and he's a communist and blah, 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 blah. And these people ended up pretty much agreeing with him. In fact, one of the ladies, the one that wanted health care, she actually was, the dude asked her like a few days later, he's like, hey, like, how's it going? And she was like, he's like, how many Bernie rallies have you been to? And she's like, I literally went to 3 of them. And I'm like, oh my God, like he's like within the past couple of days. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I never thought I'd buy this. And she had a Bernie shirt that she had purchased. The thing is that rural Americans don't have the ability and don't have those resources like we do in the cities, even to just have those conversations with people that are slightly different than them, to be able to shake those feelings. And we are at a point where we're losing media coverage left and right, and the sides are getting so divisive that like these people are going to follow whatever is fed to them. And unfortunately, that's like Fox News. That's all these different collectives. You know what I mean? And so you have these people that are indoctrinated into this one and only thing because that's the only thing that they have. And not for nothing, like all of the media corporations are all owned by the same fucking people. They're all owned by the same people. Upstate New York many times, and it's all white guys with rainbow truck flags. Yeah. It's crazy to me, and I'm like, do you realize he's a billionaire with a B, collecting all this money? And then like Midas Touch always shows, Ben Meiselas always is showing clips of the emails that he gets from the Trump campaign because he subscribes to it because he wants to know. And it's always like, Ben, we're running out of time. We need your help right now. Or, Ben, I'm worried about you. You need to let me know. And then the link will always be to a donation. It's always to a donation. They're grifting the fuck out of these poor people. And I have major issue, and this isn't just on the political sphere. This is also on the religious sphere, too. I fucking hate huge mega churches, and they shouldn't exist. They shouldn't fucking exist, because they only exist in that capacity because of the shit that they have preached and made old people give away their money. These preachers are not going to fucking heaven. I know that for a fact. If I'm going to hell, I know that they're going to be there too, and I can't wait for that moment. I can't fucking wait for that moment. Be like, oh, look at that. Shocked. But we have these mega churches. We have these people preying on elderly people and very uninformed people, or, you know, very zealoted people, you know, constantly spoon feeding them this rhetoric and bullshit. And like, you look at the left, and yeah, there are some extremists in the left, you know, circle as well. However, the majority of everybody just wants to fucking exist without feeling that we're going to get shot or killed for just existing as we are. Just that. And I feel like that's such a nominal thing to fucking ask for. It's a nominal thing to ask for. Yeah, tax churches. Back charge them 50 years. That's what I would do. I also have my fucking chip on my shoulder because, oh, I don't know, witches have been executed since, oh, I don't know, the fucking dawn of time. Also, fuck St. Patrick's Day, by the way. All those snakes they drove out, those were the witches. Those were the druids. Those were the pagans. Those were my people. So fuck you. But it's been going on since fucking the beginning. So we sit here just wanting to fucking exist without having to worry about how much weaponry we need to have on us just to go out to check our fucking mailbox. Or, you know, go cry at our house because our neighbors fucking burnt it down, only to get shot in the street after they kill, like, that whole thing too. Like, that's the whole thing, is we just want to fucking exist and have rights. That's it. And all of these outdated politics and outdated things, those need to go. People need to realize that this is, like, just because your neighbor is gay and they kiss their girlfriend in front of you isn't a fucking attack on you. Stop kissing your partner too. I'm asexual. Just cut it all out. It'd be great. I'd love that. Make every TV show only a friendship thing. I'd be like, oh thank God, this is heaven for me. Like, you want to go crazy on that shit? I'll go crazy on that shit. I'll one-up you on that one. Asexuality, baby, for the win. Ooh, ooh. But yeah, no, like, and I realize that that's like a crazy thing, but I am not saying that I want that. I like my smut too, obviously. But if you try to one-up me, I'm going to absolutely win. I have too many cards on my deck. I'm going to just start throwing them down and be like, okay, well, then we'll do this. Great, you agree with me? Excellent. This. That's not what I'm saying at all, Yanis. Yanis? We just want to fucking exist, man. And, like, speaking of asexual, they're finally thinking, by the way, they're finally thinking about putting asexuality on the sexuality spectrum of, like, oh, you can't put people in camps to, you know, re-educate them and make them, like, you know, brainwash them, like anti-LGBTQIA camps where they throw them in there and they're like, you know, whatever that's called, whatever those fucking camps are called. But, like, they're finally thinking about putting asexuality on that. And I'm just like, I have family members that are older than me, that came before me, that thought something was wrong with them because they're asexual, and they thought, like, there's something horrifically wrong with them, and that they spent their entire lives thinking that. And I had a sit down conversation. I was like, no, this is a spectrum, and here we go. Like, let's buckle in. I'm gonna take you on a ride. But we have all of that, and we're still not on that list of, like, what the fuck? What are they gonna do? You must have sex. You must! Always think of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that that's a thing sometimes. It's crazy. It's fucking bananas. It's fucking bananas. Like, do I like to, you know, get my rocks off every now and then? Fucking absolutely. Who doesn't? But, like, at the same time, like, a lot of us asexuals are not, that's not, like, our priority. That's not something that, you know, and then making people go to fucking brainwashing camps to try to fix them, whenever in reality, sexuality as a whole is a fucking spectrum. Just because you're attracted to one person doesn't mean that you're going to be attracted to all people. You know what I mean? And the fact that they sit there and think, oh, it's got to be like black and white. No, it doesn't. Nothing in this world is black and white. Rainbows are natural, bitch. After a rain shower, look at that. Nothing is black and white. It's a spectrum. Everything is a spectrum. No one fits perfectly on a scale. There's always something that's going to be slightly off. And to try to make everyone the exact same fucking person, insane. I was literally watching an old episode of Doug that literally talked about this. I was watching old school Nickelodeon cartoons. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Doug is great. But yeah, and he wished for it, that he would, that, you know, people were more like him. And then, you know, it wasn't until it affected him, because everybody was fawning over Patty Mayonnaise, which is his girlfriend in the show. They're all fawning over her. And he's like, wait a second. And that's whenever it clicks that everyone is the exact same as him. And this isn't a good thing. You know what I mean? So we can't have everything. We can't have everything like that. Yeah. Don't you know single women are the country's biggest issue? Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess what? His wifey's single now. And she thinks that she's going to take up his throne. A throne that was made for, bought and paid for, by a white man that didn't think that you should vote and that you should shut your fucking mouth and get back in the kitchen. And now she's grifting. Now she's a millionaire, by the way. That also, by the way, dog whistled Nazi shit. That blueberry comment. You know what that's from? It's from an old Nazi photograph of Nazi women eating blueberries. And the title is called Here Are the Blueberries. And they would eat blueberries because they weren't common. That wasn't something that was only for rich, wealthy Nazis to have. Whereas these people are starving in the concentration camps and getting murdered. So she deliberately chose the word blueberries for a reason. While she's talking about her daughter. That Charlie Kirk also said that he wanted to carry her rapist baby. Huh. That's interesting. My graveyard necklace just broke randomly, but only on the like... I just heard it, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, the G just fell off of that, and it just gently fell. I'm like... Interesting. The gods say... I don't know what that means. I don't even know what this could mean. Anyways... I never wear this necklace anyway, so it's fine. Raveyard. It's a sign. Done, you're right. It says raveyard. And I do rave. Are my lights telling me something? Are you asking me to get you out? What are you doing? Oh. My flow shit could see it. Huh. Huh. Time to sage. I have sage somewhere. Do I? I know I have sage in the other room, for sure. No, I think the gods are like, you haven't worn this necklace since you were emo. What are you doing? Can you, I don't know, throw this out or get rid of it? My ghosts are telling me to stop hoarding. That's what they're doing. And also telling me to rave. But she'll be raving all night. Well, rave she must. You know, something like this came out today. The same morons would be screaming about being woke. Yup. Facts. But yeah, like she literally had a photographer sit there and take photos of her kissing his heel. I don't like it when people like kiss their family members' bodies. And I know everybody grieves different. To me, that's their vessel. Like, I have never touched a corpse except for the one time where my grandpa, like, was laying there. My cousin's like, he's so cold and hard. Touch him. And I was like, and I went like this to his hand. I was like, oh, nope. I'm out. See ya. We also pantsed my grandfather at his funeral. So, I mean, my family respects the dead absolutely zero amount. So, once you're dead, just throw me in the trash. My family would be like, yeah, just throw in the trash. It's fine. Into the trash I go. Like, for real, though. Like, our family does not, like, I don't, we pantsed my grandfather at his funeral. So, like, there's only so much that I can give, you know? You held your grandpa's cold, dead hand. Was the only actual family member. Oh, that's sad. So, yeah, I get that. I can't. Like, anybody that does that, that's fine. But, like, whenever you kiss, I stop it at, like, you know, don't kiss them. Please don't. It freaks me out a little bit. It's a little too close to, like, yeah, I'm sure it haunts you. Pantsing my grandfather at his funeral, that haunts me, but that was totally different reason. We were trying to check his legs because apparently, like, they asked my grandmother if, okay, so the whole story goes, and this is always, like, it's always my aunt and her family with us, that the stories are always fucking ridiculous. So it was my cousin Valerie at the top of his head, Jessica and Alexis, and literally that is the descending order of their, you know, of the family. And then then my aunt, my mom, and my grandmother down at his feet, and she's like, thank you, Leia. Thank you. My grandma goes, you know, they were talking about taking skin off of his leg for, like, fire patients. People that have had their skin burnt off. And my aunt goes, you don't think that they did that without telling us, right? My mom goes, what if they did? My grandma goes, should we check? Now, while this is happening, my cousin Alexis is next to me going, he's just so cute. Oh, no, sorry, Jessica is next to me going, he's just so cute. He's so sleepy. He looks just so cute. And I was like, Jessica is dead. And Alexis goes, why is his hand so hard? I was like, Alexis, he's dead. And Valerie is just sitting there petting his head, and he's like, oh, Grandpa. And I was like, what the fuck? And then my aunt and my mom open up the casket, and I was like, what is happening? My aunt, poof. And my grandma and my mom and my aunt are checking his legs to see if any skin has been taken. No skin has been taken, by the way. As I'm standing there going, what the fuck is wrong with my family? This is literally this is my family. This is my fucking family. And then they realize, nope, put his pants back on, close the casket. Like, that's a normal thing to do. And then my grandma, without hesitation, she goes, at least I don't have to get divorced from him now. And I was like, fucking hell. I was like, I mean, mean, you're right. You're right. You don't have to get divorced from him now, Grandma. I guess death is definitely that divorce for you. And then my aunt goes, "Are you guys hungry? I want some KFC." And I was like, "Yeah, I could eat." Like, I wish it was a lie. I wish it was an over-exaggeration. I wish that my family had a camera on us at all times, because this is fucking something that you would never... You couldn't script this shit. You couldn't script this if you tried. It's so stupid. Yeah, it is wild behavior, but that is my family. We have no respect for you when you die. So that's why I was like, listen, this is not very uncommon for my family to just be like, "No, you're dead, bye." And like, I just hope I go after they do. Don't let my family pants me at my funeral. Don't let them. They won't? I don't... You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know if they will. But that's the story of my family, everybody. In fact, the last time that we all hung out, it was just nonstop comedy. Like, you couldn't script this shit even if you tried. You couldn't script this shit even if you tried. Thank you, Kaiju. If I go, don't let them cremate you. Don't let them pray. Yeah, absolutely. I'll overshadow them. I'll be like, just play fucking Ozzy, like, really loud. Oh my god. Crazy shit. But yeah, so whenever it comes to like that kind of shit, I'm just like, death is not a reason for us to not do weird shit. Like, my family's fucking weird. But yeah, nonstop fucking comedy with my family. Oh, yeah, Black Parade and Helena. Yeah, that's some good shit right there. I love that. Yeah, I'm down. I'll do it. I'll bring a boombox. It's fine. I'll get kicked out or arrested. I don't care. I'll do it. And Mama. Yes! Mama! Yeah. Amazing. Oh, man. But yeah, so whenever it comes to shit like that, I'm just like, yeah, my family, we don't... Yeah, we all do go to hell. Hey! Went to Twitch first. What? What are you guys talking about? Kaiju, cutie. Oh, man. But yeah, it absolutely fucking insane. Oh! I wondered if they were gonna do it. And they're fucking doing it. So South Korea is, in fact, launching an investigation into the United States for the way that the South Koreans were treated in the concentration camps. They were not only shackled like prisoners, which whenever that happened, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. But apparently, they're also citing that they were forced to drink out of water bowls like dogs. And I'm like, oh, United States, this is probably the nail in our coffin as far as working with any other country. Yep, teardrops, yep. Yeah, they, just like I said before in previous, like, lives, that a bunch of people were forced to drink and, like, eat out of dog bowls or things like that. Like, they would chain them down and make them eat out of bowls like a dog. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is so fucked up. And now they're launching an investigation into the United States because of it. So, congratulations to that one lady that decided that she was going to be the biggest fucking Karen. You officially have now fucked the entire country from getting any kind of jobs that come here. No one's going to come here. No one. Simon, don't put words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. What did I say that's against the United States? Because everything that I said was disappointment in the fact that we're not going to get jobs. I know, Leia, I know, but that's my question, is why are you putting words in my mouth? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. And even if I did, so what? I live here. You're allowed to be critical of your country, even if it's in your own head because you can't, because your country doesn't allow it. Even if you're like, yeah, South Korea. Yeah, South Korea is launching an investigation into the United States for its treatment of and detention of any immigrant that is currently in our system. And the South Koreans that were arrested and brought in were opening up a plant to make batteries here in the United States. They were training the United States workers. They were here legally. They were under work visas. And now they're literally, hey, Neon, there's literally no one that's going to come here to train us now. Because we had to have them train us in order for us to run these machines. But now, South Korea is pulled out completely. Oh, you were asking. Gotcha. My apologies. No, I'm critical of our system. And I'm critical of the system that keeps all of us from living in just a normal life. Especially since we're being taxed out the ass and the rich are not being taxed whatsoever. We have people dying in our streets. We have people dying in concentration camps. We have the lowest job numbers in a while. We're currently on the brink of losing all of our farms to big businesses that will swoop in and steal them up from hard-working Americans. I grew up in central United States. I know a lot of farmers, and a lot of those people are 100% going to be losing their farms, and they're going to be scooped up by these large corporations, and now all of a sudden our food is monopolized. That's a problem. That's a big problem, especially whenever there's tons of rules and regulations against having like your local community garden. There's quite a few rules and regulations of like, oh, you're not allowed to do things like that or plant your own food. That's a problem, especially whenever we have so many starving Americans. So many Americans that are barely able to pay their rent, let alone put food on the table, let alone be able to give their kids any kind of assistance or giving their kids food for school. Kids are going hungry at school. They're not able to learn because whenever you don't have enough nutrition in your body, you're not going to be able to. So I'm extremely critical of our government. I'm extremely critical of treating people like shit or stealing, like taking away rights and things like that from people that are literally just trying to live their normal life and sit and just be a normal person. So, the ship is going down and the captain is not honorable to go down with it. Facts. Absolutely. Fucking Neon, right on. Yeah. So it's important to be critical because whenever you're seeing injustices and you're seeing people treat others like shit and you're watching your neighbor, starve or have to starve themselves in order to give their children the food that they need to grow and whatnot. So we have it pretty good in the U.S. No. We are a third world country in a Prada belt. The top 1% of the people have the money. Most of us don't have anything. We are starving to death. We're losing home rates at an alarming rate. Most of the housing is owned by large businesses that are mega corporations that are monopolies, but they hide under the guise that they're all these few businesses. However, they're all owned by the same person. We have all of these things. So there's a lot of us that are extremely struggling. Our jobs numbers are incredibly low. We don't have enough jobs to support the amount of losses that we have. Then on top of that, we're going through quite literally a recession where no one can afford their housing. I mean, for God's sakes, like a small studio apartment is about $1,000 to like $900 to $1,000 at minimum. And that's in just my area. That's not outside of my area, but I know that they're expensive everywhere. My mom's rent, where she lives 3 hours from the nearest city, and she lives like 3 hours from the nearest city, and she pays $900 and some change for her apartment. And she's telling me all the time that it just keeps on getting raised every year, even more than what I would expect. And she's, we're all struggling. So unfortunately, it may look like, as far as the U.S. is going, that we are doing well, but don't let the facade fool you. There are so many people that are homeless. There are so many people that are having to live paycheck to paycheck. We don't have insurance. A lot of us don't have insurance. A lot of us can't even afford to go to the doctor. A lot of us are dying of illnesses that are easily fixed. All right, done. Have a good night. We don't have... Yeah, and kaiju in your area can be over $2,000 a month. That's crazy. A lot of us are getting paid barely anything, to the point where we have to get government assistance, even though we're working 40 hours a week every week. We still need government assistance just to make that minimum amount of like living, just surviving. We have people being laid off left and right. We have people being murdered on our streets. Don't let the facade fool you. We're really struggling, and we are really, really hurting. These tariffs are, which I'm sure you know, if you're from outside the United States, you know all these tariffs. Most of those tariffs have destroyed our government. Like right now, the first Trump administration, soybean farmers lost 40% of their revenue. As of today, most soybean farmers in the United States have sold 0% to China, which was the main place that we were supplying soybean to. We have now went to 0. So farmers don't have any revenue. And to top that off, China is now, they've put a lot of money and they've sank a lot of money into Brazil with their soybeans. So now they are officially 100% on, Brazil's soybeans. We're getting cut from the rest of the world. Just like an abusive relationship, being cut out from your family, your friends, your job, everything, and keeping you secluded, that's what is currently happening. And this is not going to help us. This is going to hurt us, and we will probably never, like in my lifetime, I will probably never see the fix of it. So yeah, it's so wild where we are as a country. So a lot of people from overseas typically jump in on my streams, which I love. Please make me famous over there so I can leave. Let me go back. My family didn't come here very late. Like one side was supposed to come over on the Titanic, apparently first class, and we lost all the money coming here. Same thing with my dad's family in Canada. Fucking lost all the money coming here. We were rich. We had money. And it's gone because we came here. Nuts. Yeah, we're going backwards and repeating history. Facts. America's like, hold on, we want to try this. We want to try this. Like, we want, everybody else got their world war and shit. Like, we want to try ours now. Like, that's how it feels. Is like America was like, well, the Nazis got to do all this stuff in Germany. Why can't we? Like, it's ridiculous. It's such a wild time to like sit here and witness literally all of this shit just fucking happening left and right. You know what I mean? And I love that I have a lot of people that, you know, see this that are from overseas and they're like, oh, okay, like it is, you know, bad over there. It's not good. I mean, for God's sakes, like, I've worked since I was 16 years old. Literally never, like, I've always had a job literally overlap. So, like, the next day I would start my job. So, like, 2 years ago, I left LabCorp for the company that I'm at now. And my last day was October 31st with LabCorp. My new job started November 1st. That's how it's always been for me. One job right after another. And I have fucking nothing to show for it. Fucking nothing. I have busted my ass. It's not that I wasn't getting paid. It's not like I wasn't working. It's not like I wasn't trying to better myself the entire time. Hell, I was homeless for a while there. And I have my apartment. I have my stuff. I have, you know, some things to show for it to an extent. But I don't have a home that I've purchased. I never will. I've already succumbed to that. I'm like, okay, I'm never going to be able to own a house. That's fine. Whatever. Hey, Abby. So I'm like, okay, I'm never going to have that. I at least own my car. So I got that going for me. But that's not like all Americans. Most of us are fucking leasing our car and paying like insane interest on these payments. It's crazy. I think we're the only country with this much debt, I feel, like, as far as like people, just you and I kind of people go. I literally sat there and, you know, look, like, all the interest rates and shit like that, and I was looking at those, and those are just fucking skyrocketing out the ass. So we have, you know, people having to put things like car repairs and things like that on these credit cards, where, like, even if they can get that, you know what I mean? So now they're going to have to pay like double or triple or whatever for these repairs. And how are we supposed to afford things now? Because car repairs are insane as it is. Nothing is made in the United States. Take it back. I know that there's some things made in the United States, but not a lot. Not a lot. I want to wake up and it be 1996 again. That's what I want. I miss 1996. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Or 92. It's very little back then. But 92, sure. Go with that one. I miss Jinkos. I miss them with my whole fucking chest. I miss them. But, like, we're sitting here at the precipice of fucking doom, and we're all looking out and going, oh, this is gonna be a shit show. It's fantastic. I love this. You know, like, you have to have a college degree to get any kind of job, but those, like, even the baseline jobs are getting taken out by AI. So, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Again, like, I've questioned this, and I still wonder, like, is there a time where we're just gonna, like, say, fuck this, and we're just gonna stop doing anything government, and we're just gonna go off into the woods and create our own society, and then defend it with our you know, heart and soul? By the way, we have to have those that like area as like in the woods close enough to like things that they don't want to blow up. You know what I mean? So they can't just nuke us off. Like they would nuke both of us. You know what I mean? Big brain energy right there. Or caravan or something. I don't know. Like at this point I'm like, is this a thing? Could we do this? Like, I'm ready to run into the woods, guys. I'm ready to run into the woods and allow... Plinkas, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, nope. I'm still trying to figure out if I can move that little... I don't know if that moved it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I got the Labubus in the back. Forever watching. Actually, they're looking at the wall currently. Well, one of them is. One of them is looking at the wall. The other one is like looking both ways. So you'll join. Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of want to run out in the woods and just, you know, leave everything behind and just build a little cabin. Have my cat and my turtle and just fucking relax for a little bit. The only problem is like, I say that I can, you know, I could hunt, but I don't know if I could. I want to try. But I feel like I would be like, If I was a tiny speck on your pizza and you didn't realize I was there, what would my journey be? I mean, technically, my digestive... Well, first, it would be in my mouth, and then through my digestive tract, and then out my butt. Is that what we're going with that? Did I take that to a weird place? Was I weird about that? Was I too real? Is that the question? Was that the correct answer? I don't know. I went with the medical thought process on that. What would my journey be? I don't know if I gave you the wildest answer. Oh, okay. All right. It was like, I mean, here's the better question. Is the spec obvious? And if so, am I at a convention? Because if I'm at a convention, the likelihood of me seeing anything other than me just... and spacing out because my feet hurt... I mean, at a con, you could... I have no awareness. I have none. To survive the wilderness, fair. There's parts of me that I'm like, I could probably survive out in the wilderness, but there's also times where I'm like, could I? I like to think I'm redneck slightly enough that I could. I mean, I definitely, like, as far as hunting goes, like, I wouldn't be using a gun anyways, because we're loud. I don't like it. I don't like loud. Fucking loud. No. Shh. Be quiet. But yeah, I like, that's where I would be as an archer. Like, I'm much more of an archer. My dad was an archer, which I didn't even know until I, like, took up archery, and I just naturally was decent at it. Like, I'm not saying I'm good at it, but, like, picking it up and then just hitting the target, you know, pretty fast out of the gate. They were like, wow, you're kind of a natural at this. And I was like, oh, thank God. There's two things that I really wanted to be a natural at: archery and piloting a ship. And I found out that I'm naturally, like, good. Like, I have a good starting point. You know, obviously I would need to get better and, like, learn and blah, 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 blah. But, like, those two things I always said I wanted to be good at naturally, and I fucking was. So I was like, oh shit, because, like, I steered a ship at one point, and the guy was like, he's like, what other ships have you steered? And I looked at him and I was like, oh, I haven't. And he goes, you are naturally good at this. And I was like, fuck you. Because whenever shit goes down, I'm stealing old Ironsides. That's my ship. That's my ship. I know that that belongs to the U.S. government, but that's my ship. That's my favorite ship. That and USS Friendship that's docked in Salem, Massachusetts. But those two ships, one of them's going to be mine whenever I pirate. I need a crew. I'm just letting you know. Just, you know, hit me up. Let me know. But I do want Old Ironsides. God, every time I look at her, anytime I go to Massachusetts and I hit Boston and I'm like, I gun for her. And I'm just like, I'm weird. And I literally stand there and just stare at her for like way too long. Like my ex was like, are we going to go up and do a tour of the ship? Or are you just going to stand here? I was like, let me have my fucking moment for a second. Let me have my moment. Let me take her in all of her glory. Can you give me a second? Come get me on your boat. Hell yeah, I will. Captain, my captain! Your ego is so rightfully massive, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you. But it's, like, literally, it just is one of those things where I just happen to be, like, decent at doing the thing just right out of the gate. He could be just blowing smoke up my ass, but I know for a fact that the archer that told me I'm a natural at it, no. He was my SCA dad, and he sure as fuck wouldn't have told me. He'd have been like, Jay, no. You suck completely. But let me teach you. Like, that's how he was. His name was Cog. He was amazing. I miss him all the time. He died of cancer. Fuck cancer. And also, screw Trump for taking away cancer research. Thank you. Anyway. Oh, yeah, no, Rowdy. Down. We're down. Leia, you're in. You're in. 100%. But yeah, like, I fucking love Old Ironside. She's gorgeous. Every time I look at her, I'm just like, fuck. That's one sexy-ass ship. Same thing with Friendship. I'm like, Friendship is smaller, though. But you know, I'll give her that. She's smaller. But Old Ironsides, she's been around since the fucking dawn. She is, she has been beaten and abused, and she just still fucking rides forward. At some point, I will get her tattooed on me. I still want my short sleeve, like my cap sleeve tattoos. I really want them because one is going to be Old Ironsides in the water, overlooking, you know, like, basically it's going to be like a overhang, like a cliff overhang, a old, like, spooky, like, Tim Burton-esque tree, full moon, pumpkin lit. On the other side, it's going to be like you're looking through me, because the other side is going to be from Old Ironsides' perspective. Oh, yeah, and in the water, you see Old Ironsides, like, in the water. And then from that perspective, it's Old Ironsides looking up at the cliff, and you can see the glow of the pumpkin on that. So that's kind of where I've thought about this tattoo since I was a kid, and still to this day, that's, like, why why I've kept my arms up here pretty open. Because I was like, I want those. I want those so badly. Oh, Old Ironsides. Been going on about her for a little too long, but some women, you just can't get them out of your mind, you know? Just can't. Anyway. Aside from me stealing, you know, government property in the form of a gigantic ship, yeah. And yes, that was a pumpkin spice latte. It was. 'Cause pumpkin time, bitches. Let's fucking go. Oh. You need some new tattoos? Some point, I want them. I want them so bad up here. I want them. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Also, don't know if anybody heard that. So you managed to get a pumpkin cream chai. Oh, good call. That sounds delectable. But yay, teardrops. Eating's good. Getting those good snacks in. Getting them good snacks in. So I've been trying to keep up a little bit with like the whole Chicago might have ice go to it, etc., etc. Yeah, it's calories. It's calories. Mostly because I'm going to Chicago next month too, and I have friends and family and every like Chicago's that is my city. Like I was born a Chicago native. If it happens the same way with everybody in my family, we're just gonna be a death in Chicago too. But yeah. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that conversation. Ooh, I gotta figure out this. I gotta figure out this. Whew. Only lil bitches get triggered. With this request. Very uncomfortable with that request. You want a tiger? Yeah, let's fucking get a tiger. That'll look dope. Hell yeah. No, that would be awesome. Oh, Riles, are you... did you see your follow-up question? Oh, God, no, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I might have been jibber-jabbering. Yeah, not too obvious, but I'd be a speck on a pizza at con. Would be like, oh, if you were... You want to attack Panda? Well, the next convention I'm at is a horror convention, so more than likely you would be looking up at my clown nurse, Libby. Libby Lobotomy. She looks mighty freaky. But yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture of her really fast. I might be able to. I might. Actually, you know what? I know that I can. I know I can. Collections. Favorites. Where's Libby? Give me a Libby. Oh. Artwork. Bruce. Hold on. I got this. OC Pics. Got it. So you'd probably be staring at something a little bit like this. More likely. So I apologize in advance. So you'd have to witness a terrifying clown munchin. Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. If I go, I don't have a wig for teardrops right now. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Now I got that settled. They get grimy over time. Oh, very, very true. Yeah. Probably down inside the belly and out the butt. Same concept. I don't think you're sticking around in this little situation. You know what I mean? Witness me. Hell yeah. Yeah, witness me. But yeah, oof, yeah. I think that would probably be it. Just, I don't know. You'd probably hear some weird conversations. More than likely, dumb shit probably. You'd probably also hear me be like, "When's the day over? 5? It's only 2. Fuck. I'm so tired. I want to take a nap." Like, I want to take a nap so often at cons. I'm just like, is it nap time? Is it time for the naps? But yeah, no. That would pretty much be it. You'd hear weird conversation. I don't know what in particular, but I say some weird shit. There's like the photo of Neon and I, and it's like Jenna and a guy, Bats, me, and then Al, or like Neon, and then we're like, I'm like obviously saying something to them where I'm like, ooh, and I'm like saying something, and Bats looks like this, and Al is just like, I was like, what the fuck was I saying? What was I saying? Jesus. Like, what the fuck could I be saying to, like, garner that response from Bats? But I probably say some fucking weird shit, so that's probably what it is. But yeah, I think that would pretty much be it. I'd probably poop at the con, too. I don't know. You might hear that. If I drink beer, I'm definitely gonna be gassy, so just heads up. I think I'm allergic to beer, and I'm really sad about it. I think I'm gonna be very sad. Whoever Bill Murray said at the end of Lost in Translation. I don't know, you probably bubble up in that motherfucker. I don't know. You prefer cider? I like cider, but they tend to be a little bit too sweet. So, like, if they're more on the drier side of a cider, then I'm like, okay, I'm good with this. But if they're not, then that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the thing. You might be in the con toilet. I don't know. You might. You never know. You never know. Might be the thing. The amount of times I've just been like, I don't care enough. Like, my friends are like, I'd never poop in a con, and I'm like, I do all the time. Like, so fucking often. So often. Cider gives you rot gut, but you love it. Yeah, that's what I think. I have a problem with beer too. And this is like the season for like pumpkin spice beers, and I'm like, fuck. I paid for my like three beers that are 3 pumpkin spice beers that I had last night. I promise you this. I paid for that. I was like, oh god, yeah, I think I'm allergic. But I refuse to kind of accept it. It sounds terrifying for you. I'm sorry. You go in a clown, and then you're dealing with that, and then you're probably gonna get dropped off at the pool at the con. Like, God, what a life. What a life. Holy, oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I'm horrible. But yeah, I definitely think that I'm becoming allergic to beer, and I'm very upset about it. It's really, 'tis a season to get wasted. It might be a little fun. You got the pumpkin spice. Yeah, that's what I had in mine. I made my little cup of coffee in my pumpkin mug. And yeah, ended up doing getting a little pumpkin spice creamer up in that bitch. Love it. I needed an extra pick-me-up. I've been so tired this week. It's not even funny. Like, I don't know if I'm not sleeping at night or what the fuck's happening, but I am not getting enough sleep lately. At least to the point where, like, in the morning, I'm, like, barely able to get up. Riles, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for drinking more lately, for sure. I've been drawing pumpkin monsters, working on a pumpkin centipede. Oh, that's so cool. Hells yeah. I love that. That's really neat. Yeah, I want to see it too, Kaiju. I definitely want to see it. That sounds really neat. That is really, really neat. Let's see. 6:49. Guess I'm not doing the thing tonight, so I'm gonna probably, maybe I'll stream a little bit later. I don't know. I might get some shit done tonight. I do need to finish up this. So for the longest time, because I cosplay Greg from Over the Garden Wall, and for the longest time, where did I get the shirt from? Shein. It's really hard to find boy shirts that are in an extra small. For whatever reason. So they're the only ones that have like typically an extra small. So you started watching Over the Garden Wall. It's so good. But I cosplay Greg and Wirt actually, but I needed a new hat for Greg. So I finally got my thing finished. But the problem is that it has to be on my head like this, and there were like holes in it. So I covered them, and I'm not happy with it. So for the longest time, I've not brought Greg back out because I felt like this looked weird because of these. And then also I couldn't find something that actually like went on my head. But I was like, oh wait, you know what? I'll just make like a like one of the stamps basically for like where this was produced. And it's gonna say Pottsfield, you know, tea company or something like that. I want it to kind of tie it together. So whenever it is on my head, it has like this covered, but also it has like a little tie-in to the movie that would be like a little bit, you know, extra or whatever. Oh, I forgot to put the little like stuff in there. I'll throw some glue in there and just fix it. But anyways, so I think I'm going to be doing some Greg content in the up and coming days along with Wirt because I have Wirt now. I just need to make like the snap. I have like the buttons on it, but I don't have like something to hold it on me. His like little jacket. So I'm going to be like doing this and, yeah, because I saw someone that did an Over the Garden Wall, like, TikTok to the audio, and it was, like, a transition video, and it looked so good that I was like, I'm gonna do it like this, for sure. Like, I really want to do this, like, Over the Garden Wall, like, transition video. And then I also want to go out in the woods and shoot both Greg and Wirt. That way I can have both of those and kind of put them together. That way I can do that. I might shoot them at the exact same time and bring both of them. That way I can like stand in the same spots and then shoot from the same angles and blah, 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 blah. Because I think it would be really cute to do that. Oh, no! I think that did I follow you too or no? I apologize if I wasn't following you either. Oh, no, we weren't. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's see. I want to see. Oh, my God. That's incredible, honestly. I wish I could draw like that. That's cool. Holy shit. That's really cool. Wendigo. These are rad. You're an awesome artist. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. Oh, teardrops here. I'm sure I can show kaijus. I'm just screenshotting it so you can, if you want to give them a follow too, you can give Kaiju Kitty a follow. But yeah, no, oh my god. Teardrops, looking at that picture again, I'm just like, I could. Oh no, he has epaulets. Oh shit, I'm a slut for an epaulet. I love a little shoulder shimmy, you know what I mean? Kaiju does have many talents. Kaiju does. Rowdy, I just saw your comment. Your muscles are equal opportunity fascist fighters. Fuck yeah. That video had me fucking dead. Girl, I was screaming. I saw that video and I was like, that's insane. That's insane. He's a bad guy. Of course. Of course. Oh, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You have to force yourself to draw every day. I feel that. Whenever I start writing again, I'm going to kind of force myself to write every single day something about like my OCs or something, you know, like one of the story arcs or something. And trust me, the story of my grandfather in his casket, that's 100% going in that goddamn book. Like 100. I don't know which OC is getting that backstory, but someone's getting that backstory. It's gonna be going right to them. I have so many fucking wild ass stories that at this point, every single OC, I think I have 12 of them that I'm writing about, and I'm still deciding on like how I want to format the book or if I want to have it in multiple books. I'm starting to feel more like it's gonna be multiple books, and it's gonna be like groupings of the characters, and then the main book that's going to have like the big bad, the massive like fight scene, the like the end all be all, like the, you know, out of my OCs, like the adventures or the Avengers Endgame kind of like thing. And I have like all these trials and tribulations for each of them. For the most part, some of them don't have that. So one of them is gonna have that story about my grandpa in that grouping. You've been slacking whenever it comes to drawing. I get it. I mean, we're all living in a time period where we're stressed to the max. We have a lot of shit going on in our lives. We have a lot of things that are just taking every ounce of strength that we have. So give yourself grace if you can't find the energy to do whatever you're planning on doing that day. Like, just know that it like we're living in an unprecedented time. So if the only thing that you can do is just get some water and food down your gullet and just sit on the couch while you just stare off into space or cry or do whatever. Like, do whatever you need to do to, like, you know, get yourself right. And, you know, don't stress not drawing for, you know, one day or a couple of weeks. Because, like, sometimes living in this society and living the way that we are, it's hard to find those little pieces to be able to have that drive and that energy to create. But, like, don't stop creating. Please don't. Because these are the times to create. Because these are ways that throughout society we've always had art and we've always had music and things like that. And those things tend to skyrocket and become very popular and whatnot in these darker times. Everybody does need their outlet. You were going to pretend you were hanging a picture to show your back muscles, but you got lazy. Fair. Yeah. Some people need an electrical outlet. Facts. I love to create, but it's hard. It's true. It's hard to find that piece of yourself, to be able to find that time period to, like, you know, sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to create this. Art is existent, and existence is protest. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have, you know, all these different outlets and things like that, but don't stress. Like, I haven't had the ability to get into my original characters to do that, you know, to, like, give them or give, like, everything that I have. Because getting into my OCs, a lot of them are, all of them are pieces of me that I've broken off and dished out. And getting into certain ones, it takes a lot more out of me than others do. If I am sad, if I am crying and I need to make content, I will get into Bridget 2 seconds. I'll get into her because I get to cry in her. I get to feel sad. I get to feel heartbreak and loneliness and fear and all these things. I get that luxury of being able to do that with her because she was set up to be that outlet. Libby, I get to be extraordinarily unhinged with her. She's not as easy to get into sometimes. If I have any kind of like sadness or whatever, it's hard for me to like be her specifically. Like, but everybody, you know, finds their own little thing. So, stuff not stud. Oh, you need to work on your Ren Fair stuff. Yeah. I just pretty much take one of my OCs. One of the OCs goes, and that's where they are. Was it Darcy, my elf OC, my Viking elf OC? She gets to go to Ren Fairs, and then oh my god, why am I blanking on my D&D character's name? Jesus Christ. Alvi Anghard is my halfling, and she gets to come out. So that's always fun. Music sometimes helps me get into my OCs, but I would say, like, I think the best way that I can get into them is whenever one of them is just calling out to me, but they haven't been so much. Hey, RJ, how's it going? Yeah, I saw that too, that Trump is removing slavery exhibits at parks, and I'm just like, holy shit, dudes. Like, this is real bad. This is really bad. No, RJ, you're fine. I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer. Ish. But yeah, I read that too, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I would say certain OCs music, definitely. Stella is the easiest to get into, generally speaking. She's the lightest makeup character. She has her Leiku, so I don't have to worry about any wig or hair. I can just throw that on. Oh shit, we have the registration open for MAG. Okay, good to know. Good to know, because I need to do the registration. Buy your badge. Is it today was the first day? No. The one thing that I'm super sad about that I didn't do is I didn't know that MagFest, the what is it? The Danny DeVito body pillow, didn't know that you couldn't just buy that. And I'm really mad that I didn't buy the huge badge, so. Yeah, we're seeing badge buying IRL, or should, as long as, like, my actual thing is. Oh, hell yeah. No thanks. I guess I have to put, oh, whatever appears. Display name Jenna. Say what? Beep, beep, beep. Let's go with that email. Let's go with this date of birth. Postal. Shit. Now I have to find my mom's number. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yes, I understand. Let me find my mom's fucking number. Damn it. Actually, no, don't call my mom. Get my mom on stream and be like, "Hi, Mom." She'd be like, "Hi, Jen. What are you doing?" I'd be like, "I'm streaming." And she'd be like, "Wait, like right now?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, you're live." And she'd be like, I'm gonna need everybody to go. Like my mom, hilariously, I was at an event and I was a cosplay guest. She showed a picture, or like was shown a picture of very obviously not me. This person looked fucking nothing like me. And they asked, because it was a different Jenna, totally different Jenna. And he showed my mom a photo and he's like, hey, is that this Jenna? And she's like, yes. And I looked at her after and I was like, Mom, that didn't even look like me at all. And she's like, maybe he doesn't realize. Now you gotta follow. And I was like, oh my God, Mom. Like, she's shady. I love it, though. I love it. So she'd probably say some fuck shit on this stream, and I'd be like, Mother, what are you doing? Sleep is like a stealth mission. It's optional. Very, very true. Yeah. MagFest is so much fun. It's so much fun. The game room is fucking insane. The game room is absolutely fucking bananas. I feel like I can never get into the games that I really want, because of how crazy it gets in that. But I mean, I hear that if you go, oh, did it not? No thanks, I don't want to pre-order merch. Please correct info. What needs to be corrected, bro? Contact info for a trusted friend. This is my mom. That's weird that they're making you, like, write down who the person is. Agree. Pay. Do I have my card that's going to work? Is the auto pay good? Oh, hey. Oh, my postal code too. Okay. It's official. I'm going to MagFest. Ooh, ooh. Hell yeah. It's so bananas, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a game called fucking Bananas. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Actually, I think my friend is putting in for his video game that he just created. Let me find the name of it so I don't butcher it, because I know it, but I haven't said it like a million times to remember. There we go. Art Attack. I should remember that. I was like, I know it's easy, but Art Attack, it's on stream. It's made by my friend Solid, who is one of my moderators. Known him for fucking ever, but he just made a game. There's no AI. It's all his work. Everything is his work. And Art Attack, the premise of the game is Art Attack is an action roguelike with a unique paint-based combat system and a distaste for Gen AI. So this is like an absolute anti-AI game, and he made it specifically for that reason. So I think that that's even better. I think that's absolutely incredible. Talk to MagFest all the time. Yeah, it's a fun time. Like every corner that you turn, every place that you see is like music, and there's bands playing constantly. They don't have it anymore, and I'm really mad that they don't, but they had like the what was it, a string quartet that would play Zelda music in the gazebo. And I have never in my life seen so many people, like nerds, just sit and be completely transfixed. It was absolutely incredible. Yeah, the Triforce Quartet. And one MagFest I went to, we were on one of the gazebo level floors, and so we were like facing the gazebo, or like the, you know, the whole gazebo area and everything. And I was the only one sleeping in the room that night because I was the first one, and I asked to extend the day because I wanted to come in early. And I left the door open to like the outside because I was high up. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, it was safe. And I just turned off the heat and everything, and just allowed just the sound of like the waterfall and like the slight buzz of people talking. That put me right the fuck to sleep. I'm going to be completely honest. And then I woke up to a orchestra tuning, and I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. And then they started playing, and as someone that has been in music quite literally their entire life, I had a father who was a music teacher, so that was in my life from the jump. And I sat on the balcony. Like, I got up as they were playing, and I was crying, not gonna lie. I was tearing up, and I was crying because it was just such a beautiful way to wake up. And especially as someone that had music surrounding their lives as much as I did with having a father in this, looked out, watched it, was like tearing up, and then finally like got myself together, and then finally put my face on and shit and went out. But absolutely just incredible. It's incredible. And then if you do have a gazebo level outlook, you get to listen to all this music, all these things. It's like the hotel itself, the Gaylord Hotel, is stunning anyways. I mean, the Gaylord Hotel is known for like decorating, at least in Nashville, I know, because I went to the Gaylord in Nashville to do their walk around for their tree lightings, and it was just like, I went in there and I was like, holy shit, this place is like its own little city inside this hotel. It was stunning. It was breathtaking. And I went through and saw the lights and stuff for Christmas. But then, like, as far as this one goes, it's like a little town, and, you know, they have photo shoots and shit going the whole time. So yeah, it's just an absolutely incredible experience. Highly recommend. I have a funny story about one of them. Oh, nice. Hi. What's going on, Nugget? Yeah. Oh, we gotta get you water. I just noticed that your fountain. You need more water in your fountain. But yeah, highly recommend if you haven't been to MagFest, definitely hit it up. It's a con that you, like, I feel like everyone should hit up at least once, because it's such a unique experience. And then getting to just go into like the game room, and then they have like a history room where they have all these old computer games, computer consoles, like all these different old school games that you can just go and look at and be like, wow, this is completely, you know, the history of our nerddom, you know. And you get to see like old games and shit that you learned about and stuff. Like my uncle was like one of the first people in computers, as far as it went for like fixing them and blah blah blah. Like he was in it back in the early 90s and the 80s, so like he had like all of this computer stuff. The first time I ever played like a real video game was on floppy, and it was Wolfenstein and what is it? Wolfenstein and oh my god, I'm blanking on it and I can see it in my head. Doom. So those two video games I played on PC, on floppy, green screen situation. And I'll always remember that, because like I had no fucking clue what I was doing. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I remember it being like a little scary, because like the monster would jump out at you, and I was like, oh my god, like, huh, I don't like this. Yeah, what's up? One of them was trying to replace the water, and the water dispenser told them how to do it. They almost injured their hand. Oh no. That's bad. Yeah, that sucks. I'm glad that they didn't injure their hand, because that would have sucked pretty heavily. I'd probably fart right on you. I don't know. Like, you would definitely be sat on by my cat for sure. For sure, because the second I get up out of this chair, he's in it. I don't know where he's at. He came and checked on me and then knocked some things over and then walked away. And I'm like, Bruce, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Craziness. You missed the kitty. He didn't come on stream. He wasn't even in his normal spot. He was just like, he walked in, said hello, started to walk out, and then just went like this to things and knocked them over. But it wasn't even like anything crazy. It was just like a bag that's empty anyways. So like, it doesn't even matter. But he just was like, grab a tiny broom and a dustpan. Oh my, what's this on my chair? Right. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Oh, hello, Noodle. You coming in? The bag that he knocked over, he's like at it right now. Hey, bud, you coming up? You coming up? Nope, you can see a tail. He wants attention for sure. Yeah, he's been an attention boy. He's been a big attention boy today. No, that was yesterday. Today he was sleeping in the bed like a majority of the day. And then finally got up out of the bed to come to the living room to lay on my legs whenever I need. He's just checking the box. He's making sure. Like whenever I had like 10 minutes of work left and laid on my legs, I'm like, dude, I gotta get up in like 10 minutes. What are you doing? And he's just like, whenever I got up and had to move him, he was just like, how dare I? How dare I move? Right. He's just a little nugget. You coming up? You gonna say hi? You coming up? You coming up? No? He's like, no, I need you out of the chair so I can sit in the chair. That's what I need. That's what I need. And then he's gonna start up his own fucking his own stream. Does he have his own stream? Should I be worried about that? He randomly pops online. And he's just like, ah. He does this like meow that doesn't make any sense, and I'm wondering if he's mocking me because I'll do it. I used to do it to him all the time, but I'd like go ah, like almost like, you know, gurgle while I'm meowing, and he does that now. He like was screaming at me the other day, and he's like ah, like, bro, are you all right? Oh, your tuxedo is always sitting on the computer chair. I love that. Hey, what you doing? Did you find a little spot? He found a little spot. Oh my god, what is he doing? Look at this. Oh, you can't tell because he's like, this is in the way. Boo! But you can see that he's found a new spot. Treat him. Hold on. I'll go grab a treat. Hold on. I'll grab him a treat. Hello? Oh! Is this your treat jar? I want to put his name on this. Like his little, like, treat jar. He knows. Oh my god, same. Bye, RJ. I have a whole ass pop for you still. What are you doing? Trying to get you guys the sounds. The lollipops, yes. Ooh. You can't be done. Hey, bud, I still have like a full ass treat up here. Ooh. Here. Bruce. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, so like it's like freeze dried. So they're kind of oh. So I can munch through them. So they're pretty. Look at that. Oh yeah, you getting them treats. I don't know why that's sticking on the stick. Oh, there you go. Here. It's in my hand now. Here. Here. Soft bean boy. I want to mic him at some point. There's still treat on my hand, bro. Oh, he's cleaning up the computer thing. Hey. Right here. Okay. All right. Okay. Here. Ugh. Now my hand smells like tuna. Ugh. Quality content for sure. Oh. You good? You good now? I think that's it. Oh, what's this? This little piece? Is this a little piece? No? Okay, I guess it's not. Oh. Oh. There you go. You can speak your mind. Go for it, Bruce. He does chomp. Where are you? Oh. Oh. He's done. He's done. He's good. He's happy. He's had his treat. He's had a snack. My hand smells like tuna. Oh god. I know I have... Ah! Nasty. Alright. Well, I used to have hand wipes over here, but I guess I don't anymore. So, he says, fuck Nazis, I'm out. Facts. He's like, don't like this. R.I.P. Alright. So yeah, it is 7:22. I'm gonna jump off here. Got some stuff I want to get done. But yeah. Got this weekend is South Carolina Horror Fest. Definitely check it out if you are in South Carolina or North Carolina or any state or surrounding South Carolina. Just head on out. Check us out. We're gonna be spooky. We're gonna be doing some haunt cosplays. I don't know what the fuck I'm bringing. I'm probably bring like teardrops. If you end up showing up, then I'll bring Libby. Bam is gonna be there. Bam is gonna be there. Oh, we were talking about him yesterday. Bam Margera. Ugh. He was. I don't blame him for being sad after Ryan died. Jesus fucking Christ. But anyways, I'm gonna jump off here. But yeah. Am I gonna come over there and give you attention now? He's like, fucking about time. It's about damn time. Anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Be here. Be square. All that shit. We'll be talking, rock talking like usual. And yeah, if you're not following me on my other social medias, please give me a follow. JennaSayWhat.com/links. You'll find all my links in that description, in that listing. Clicky click whichever one you so choose. But if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. I'm back in 10.9 purgatory, so fun times. Anyways, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Stay safe out there. Drink your water. Eat a snack. Take your vitamins. And fuck white supremacy. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Stay safe out there. Bye.